And we are back. Another episode of Chris Hates Everything. I am your host, Chris. And what the fuck are we hating on today? Well, first and foremost, this show is called Chris Hates Everything. It's important that we understand what that means. And that means Chris is going to talk about things that he likes or don't like or whatever. But it's not hate. I'm not going to get on here and just hate on things. That's fucking stupid. Or I just might. I'm going to speak for the men. Like 99% of men know that they can't express how they feel to a woman for fear of retribution. She'll take that information and destroy a nigga, like cut his whole head off and shit, then laugh at the nigga because he's hurt and stuff like that. So, yeah. In my estimation, it just depends on the woman. Have I had things thrown back in my face? Yes. Does it hurt? Very much so. But it's a part of the game. You know, if you're with a woman, you just have to understand that she might do that. Regardless of her actual demeanor, she still may use that information to try to hurt you if you hurt her in any way, shape, or form and shit like that. So just be weary of that. But it also depends on the character of the woman. I think all women are capable, but the character of the woman will really dictate whether or not she'll actually fucking do it or not. So, but that takes some discernment on the man's end and, you know, proceed with caution. I would probably stay away from that because I've learned my lesson too many times. You know, too many times women will see a man vulnerable and they'll stop looking at him like a man. And that hurts. And you don't think you're doing anything wrong, but you're doing everything wrong in their eyes, which is not weird, but it's just, like I said, it's a part of the game. So be careful of who you confide in, young men and old men and men in the middle. I am getting killed I'm getting killed in the comments, probably not too much anymore, but for the last 2 days, I've been getting killed in the Kendra G comments because I left a comment calling her Singles Live show a show for leftover women. This is the second time I did that, but the first time nobody paid attention. The second time, you know, they jumped in my ass over that. Shout out to the lovely young ladies in the comment section. They was calling me ugly and all that stuff, and I'm fucking ravishing. I'm gorgeous, you know, mad handsome and shit like that. I look great. You know, it's important to have confidence in yourself, ladies and gents. You know, but shout out to the women in the thing. But the reason why I called them that is not because of the lady they had on there. I actually didn't even watch the video I commented on. I just seen it as I was scrolling by. I said, oh, it's a leftover woman show, and then kept it moving. But the reason why I jokingly call women who go on those shows that is because a lot of times the man that they want, they can't get, or he doesn't want them. So, you know, they'll go on a show to kind of prop their value up, you know, get a flood of DMs, you know, pick out the one out of 100 and, you know, and hope for the best and stuff like that. But a lot of times, though, the men who DM women like that, the women never really respect. At least that's how I think. Because, you know, all women think that we're creeps anyway. And you're even a bigger creep online for what you believe is seemingly innocent, just saying hi and shit. So, in a DM. But that doesn't excuse some of you niggas who are fucking nasty. Like, yeah, some of you niggas sending your dicks straight through without even talking to her or none of that stuff to see if she even like you. Y'all niggas just foul for that. Y'all niggas gotta go to jail for that. Well, not jail, but y'all should be reprimanded for that. Y'all niggas gotta stop that. You know, so that was the game a long time ago. Things are different now. Well, yeah, but shout out to the women in the comment section. They call me every other. They call me. They was on my fucking head. They was on my head. Speaking of which, being on somebody's head, extra pause with that. Our Lakers. I've been on the Lakers' head all fucking season. I am a real fan. I don't always believe they're going to win every single game. I don't always believe that we have the greatest team. But to me, we overachieved. We was only supposed to be here for, if we catch Memphis slipping, cool. Never thought we was going to beat Golden State. They surprised me after the first game. After the first game, I knew we was going to beat them. Denver, on the other hand, that's a little bit different. that's a little bit different because the boys can play. You know, I didn't watch too much Jokic, however you pronounce it. I didn't watch too much of him this season, but just watching him in this series, I understand why he got back-to-back MVPs. I understand why being unathletic and unappealing physically, and I understand it now. I get it now. I want him on my team. It'd be like me, him, KD, Kobe, some other Bron, I guess, or Steph or some shit if you want to throw a random nigga in there or whatever. But yeah, put him on my team. He is great. He is giving my Lakers fits. But AD is too though, and I believe AD is to an extent is better than Joker when he is completely healthy. They do different things, so I can't compare the two. But just from the center position, AD is better athletically, can shoot the ball a little bit better, can get you in the mid range, can do a whole bunch of things. But Joker can do just about everything. He's like, if Anthony Davis has an A in one thing, it'd be probably athleticism over Joker. And then he'll probably have C's and B's and, the rest of his shit. Joker has all B's and everything. You don't excel at one thing. You're just good at damn near everything. That's hard to contend with, and that's why we're down 2 games. The best water ever. It's not really a hot topic, but it's important that because we all drink water. I am a heavy Essentia guy. Like, I fuck with it really heavy. There's bottles of that shit everywhere in here. And the big bottles too, pause. Like, they're everywhere in here. It's the best water ever. I don't give a fuck if you drink any other water. Aquafina is a distant second. Basically, it's only 2 waters. It's the top of the mountain is Essentia. Way in the valley is Aquafina. And then the rest of you niggas is all out somewhere else. I don't know where you niggas. I don't know where fucking Arrowhead is. I don't know who the fuck drinks that. Dasani tastes like shit. Aquapana, it's cool, but it's not this motherfucking Essentia. And I'm taking Aquafina over to Aquapana. Call me crazy if you want. But yeah, it's important that we understand that. It's important that we